Welcome to another episode of Menopause Made Easy with Tanya, helping you to thrive after 45. In today's episode, we're diving into something you probably do every day. In fact, I know you do this every day, but the way you do it can completely change your digestion, energy, and even your connection to your body and spirit. We're talking about how we eat, not just what we eat. You ladies are loving it when I compare two women, so we're going to chat about relaxed Rachel and distracted Debbie. Two women who eat the same food, but in very different ways. You'll discover why chewing matters, how stress while eating affects your gut, and the surprising spiritual connection food can bring. And of course, I'll wrap it up with some takeaways so that you have some practical strategies to feel more energized, connected, and vibrant. Let me introduce you to our two fictional but oh so familiar characters. We've got relaxed Rachel. Relaxed Rachel eats her meals either with family or by herself. But here's what sets her apart. She sits down. She breathes. She chews her food slowly and intentionally. She tastes it. She smells it. She enjoys it. She doesn't have a screen in front of her. There's no television. There's no phone. You might even say she even says, a quick word of a gratitude, a little prayer before she begins, blessing her food, being present with her food. Now, I am relaxed Rachel sometimes, but then I'm also distracted Debbie. And Debbie is eating the same food as Rachel, okay? But here's the thing. She's standing at the counter. She's scrolling her phone or watching TV. She takes big bites and barely chews. She finishes the whole plate without really tasting a thing. The difference, it's not what they're eating. It's how they're eating. And we have done challenges in my Vibrant Living Academy to slow down and be more mindful of our eating. And it is a challenge. Why do we do this? Like, who cares? Here's something we often forget. Okay. Digestion starts before food hits your stomach. When you see and smell food, your body begins releasing digestive enzymes. When you chew, your saliva starts breaking down carbohydrates. This mechanical process also physically breaks the food down, so it's easier for your stomach to handle because, as I've said a million times, your stomach does not have teeth. All right? If you don't chew your food well, you're leaving all the work to your gut, which increases the risk of gas and bloating, undigested food particles, leaky gut, nutrient malabsorption, even fatigue and skin issues. Relaxed Rachel chews thoroughly, giving her body a head start. Distracted Debbie barely chews, forcing her gut to work harder, often unsuccessfully. Also, your nervous system controls digestion. You have two main states in your nervous system. Remember, you have fight and flight, which is sympathetic, and this is your stress mode. And then you have rest and digest, which is parasympathetic, which is healing, digestion, and repair. And when you're rushing, multitasking, or watching something emotionally intense, you're in fight or flight. And blood is moving away from your gut towards your muscles and your brain. Digestion slows down or shuts off. That's not good. Okay, but when you eat slowly, you breathe, you put your knife and fork down, you're activating rest and digest, giving your gut full permission to do its job. Rachel is relaxed, her body digests efficiently, she feels energized after meals. Debbie is tense, her digestion is compromised, she feels sluggish or bloated. I can tell you, I have absolutely slowed down the time in which it takes me to eat my food but I have to be honest, sometimes I am still distracted. I tend to multitask at times, even though I know it's not great. So again, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for, can we get a little bit better? Eating in a relaxed state doesn't just affect digestion, it creates a deeper spiritual connection to your food. So Rachel's approach allows her to feel gratitude, savor the moment, recognize when she's full, and feel emotionally satisfied. Debbie, she finishes her meal and still feels unsatisfied. She might go looking for chips, sweets, or more food, not because she's still hungry, but because she missed the emotional and sensory experience of eating. And I can definitely attest to this because when I was in my heightened state of emotional eating or distracted eating or disordered eating, oh my gosh, I was unconsciously eating a lot of the time, and was always searching for food because I never felt fulfilled. When you slow down, you reconnect with your body's wisdom. This is incredibly empowering, especially during menopause when your body is changing and we're just craving more, ooh, do I dare say peace, groundedness, connection. So our body wants that more. And when our food is properly chewed and digested, okay, we have nutrients in our food. Hopefully, you're eating food with nutrients like protein and iron, B12, and calcium, and they're absorbed more efficiently. And your gut lining remains healthier, and you reduce inflammation, gas, bloating, and fatigue. When you gulp down food like Debbie, even healthy meals don't get fully utilized by your body. And you may be eating enough, but still feel nutrient deprived, which, yes, I did that for years. This can be especially important for menopausal women who need all the help they can get absorbing nutrients for bones, our muscles, our skin, our brain, and our hormones. So let's wrap this up with some simple shifts you can make today. Sit. Now, this is interesting because I do say to sit down when you eat and be intentional. I will say that sometimes I'm not a huge sitter, and if I have been sitting a lot, I actually find it more relaxing to stand and eat my food, even though apparently that takes more energy because I need more energy to stand than I do to sit. Again, I always say be N of one and listen to your body. I think the bigger message here is just to be intentional about what you're eating. And just take 3 deep breaths before your first bite. Smell, be grateful, take a few breaths. And this tells your body it's safe to digest incoming food. Chew your food 20 to 30 times per bite. Okay. Just count this out. Count out how many times you chew food and then count out how many times 20 to 30 times feels like when you're chewing food. I can honestly tell you, I don't chew every bite 20 to 30 times. I am getting better. Progress, not perfection. Remove screens, so replace TV, scrolling, maybe listen to some music, have some beautiful conversation, or just be in silence and really honor and cherish this beautiful food. And again, express gratitude. Even a quick thank you calms your nervous system and connects you spiritually to your food. And this is also why I love making my own food, because I make my food with love and I know the quality of my ingredients. But even if you don't have the chance to make your own food, just honor and express gratitude for it. Whether you're a Rachel or a Debbie or somewhere in between, just know this. Small shifts make a big difference. Slowing down your meal isn't just a digestive tip, it's a self-care practice that nourishes your body, your brain, and your spirit. Thank you, ladies, for listening to Menopause Made Easy with Tanya. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Press the like button, subscribe button, leave me a comment or a review. And remember that vibrant living starts with how you nourish, not just what's on your plate. Okay, there's so many different ways we can nourish ourselves. Be present, be grateful. And until next time, chew well, chew, 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 slow down, live well. Healthy hugs. See you in the next episode. Bye.